Welcome to another episode of the Goat for Real Everyone Hates Car Salesman podcast, hosted by me, Shawn Payne, also known as Goat for Real 216 on social media. I am more than excited today to have one of my favorite guys that I've met in the last year in the automotive space with me, doing a podcast today with a gentleman I really enjoy, has a wealth of knowledge, comes from a awesome automotive background. With 700 Credit is the company he is with, Mr. Bob Lettis. Bob,
thank you.
How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good.
Glad to be here.
We will. We're at the NIADA convention right now, and this is crazy.
It's a good crowd this year. It's a great venue. Like the Fountain Blue, it's really nice, and I think everybody appreciates it.
Do you think if we say nice things about the Fountain Blue, they'll give us like a sponsor?
Hopefully they give us a better room right next year.
Let's get a room upgrade.
Yeah, get a room upgrade at least.
So, wanted to just, I'm going to jump right into it because we're podcasting all day today, and you were my first choice. You're our first podcast guest today, and one of the reasons that I think it's so vital that we have people like yourself passing out knowledge is a little bit compliance based. I think in the independent space, a lot of dealers, they don't have all the compliance and privacy knowledge that they should have to operate efficiently. So can you tell me where 700 Credit comes in with stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. 700 Credit is the leader in the credit report, credit data, compliance. A lot of people don't realize that we have over 22,000 dealers, independents as well as franchise, and we're a leader in that area, and the dealers respect that and look to us to help guide them from a compliance standpoint.
Yep.
The key thing also is that helps our growth and our penetration into the market is we have over 250 integration partners. So all of the software vendors out there, your CRMs, your DMSs, your lead gen companies, they're all integrating our products. So it makes it very advantageous for the dealer to use our products and use this credit data or the compliance components that we have, because they just need to click the switch on in their favorite software tool.
Yeah, that's an advantage that I noticed a long time ago about your company, was the integration and the seamless use for dealer. Now, me being a car guy at heart, right, a car dealer, I remember being on my computer and clicking this and login here and password here and this and all this. And I remember when I came across 700 Credit, you guys were just different. It was just a seamless, integrated platform because of all the connections that you have with all the companies that you named. Tell me a little bit about 700 Credit. I mean, if you can, go back. I mean, how did it start? Who started it? I mean, give me the origins.
Well, 700 Credit's been in business for over 20 years.
Okay.
We've had some very, very big growth periods the last 10 years. We really accelerated. That's where we kicked in. What's really has helped our growth has been our integration partners, and they really helped get our product out there and helped educate the dealers as well from a compliance side. So that's what we really now. It's especially on the independent side of it. You've got all types of independents, large, medium, small. And sometimes they don't take the compliance as seriously as they should, and they don't have the proper protections in place. And sometimes with an independent, because they are smaller, one infraction could put them out of business.
Well, that was my next question. I mean, that is probably something that happens quite often, is a guy just doesn't know what he needs. It's almost like, you don't know what you don't know. Guy goes and gets a dealer's license. He buys a couple cars, he thinks he's a car dealer. Right? Meanwhile, maybe he's not, pulling credit properly or, issuing the right privacy notices or getting the right signatures. Is that something that you've seen happen?
All the time we see it happen. And that's what we look at is this. We're not just here to sell. We invest much into our training and setup and making sure that the dealers are doing the right processes, because the process is the key. If you're not doing the proper processes, then dealers or the consumers are going to fall through the cracks. And the stronger we can make the process, the better closing ratios the dealers are going to have, and we're going to assure that they're protected throughout the deal.
Which is amazing. You guys, again, are near and dear to my heart because I care so much about the dealer. And the first time you and I talked, I felt that synergy from you, and which is why I made sure that we stayed in touch. And you know, that we have some alignment. So give me a product that 700 Credit has that a dealer doesn't know about right now.
Well, right now, you know, the biggest thing is fraud.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I don't care whether you're the largest dealer group in the country or a brand new independent dealer.
Yep.
All right. Fraud is rampant, and the fraudsters out there are getting so good.
So good.
The technology that they have is just great. There's no more anymore, you know, cutting and pasting a picture on a license anymore.
Right.
The AI technologies that they're using, the techniques that they're using,
Yeah.
It's so far advanced.
Yeah.
And so dealers really have to be aware. And the other thing that's happening is the protection just doesn't come from preventing a car being stolen.
Yeah.
It's the data at your store. We've been preaching, you know, with the safeguards rule,
Yeah.
paperless,
Yeah.
getting information into the deal jacket, but making sure it's paperless to protect that data.
Absolutely.
If you go back 20 years ago, what did we have? We had credit reports in boxes and drawers lying all over.
Right.
And that created a big problem, but we cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Well, what's happening today? We now have all this information in paper into the deal jacket.
Yeah.
Even more information, social security numbers and addresses, banking information.
Yeah.
And what's happening is that's a prime spot for a fraudster or criminal to go get those deal jackets.
Yeah.
All right. And what happens is they can get one deal jacket, they can turn that into 10 different identities. So just think if you had a box full of this information, what that can do to that dealership and how that puts them at risk.
Yeah.
So we've come up with, you know, different products. We have a product called QuickScan.
Right.
And what it is it's an ID verification process. It
Yep.
includes driver's license, facial recognition, DMV. It's got a multi-component, and I don't feel there's a product out there that covers from front to back that helps protect the dealer at a very inexpensive cost. And makes it very easy for them to use. Where they could use it from a standard standalone machine, or they can use it right from their cell phone as well.
Anything
where
you can make
it's
mobile.
Exactly. So we've tried to keep the price points very inexpensive for the dealer, so that they can afford to use it, so that they can now build it into their processes, and again, not only help prevent car theft, but also prevent data theft. All right, and it pushes right into the deal jacket.
That's awesome.
All right,
That's
so that's the key thing that we're out there pushing with, and we've had this product out for about a year.
How's it going?
In about a year's time, we've probably got about 1,500 dealers on it.
Okay.
And it's our hottest product right now.
I bet.
Growing, and it's just, you know, we just keep adding new dealers each month.
That's awesome.
And it's really picked up, and people appreciate how it performs as well.
So can we get personal?
Let's get
Let's
personal.
get
Can we get
personal. I mean, every time I talk to you on Zooms, I always leave that Zoom laughing. You know, you got a great personality. So, I want to know a little bit about you, if it's okay.
Sure.
Can we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and we
Absolutely.
can edit it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Okay.
playing.
We'll have to later.
So tell me a little bit about your journey. I mean, I am interested in your journey. I think people out there would like to hear your journey, being in the position you're at. You know, how did you end up here?
I've been in the auto industry for 22 years.
Okay.
All right. Got into it by chance. It was never something that I was looking for. Just got into it by chance, and been selling those credit reports and the credit data and the compliance for all 22 years. Been lucky. It's been really good to me. I've been over at 700 Credit now. Just celebrated. I've been here about 10 and a half years, so celebrated my 10-year anniversary. And really have been with 700 Credit for this growth surge that we've had.
Maybe you're responsible.
And
is it what we're
they you know, I'll take credit for it all, you know, but no, we've got a great team from top to bottom. Our management, our support teams, our sales teams. We really put together a quality team that the dealers appreciate, because they know they can always pick up the phone and they're able to reach somebody on that first ring, and it works well. And it's the reason why, you know, we keep people over here is because of that great team, and it's made the job fun for me. I don't look at it as a job. I travel a lot. We go to a lot of these trade shows that we're at together, but it's fun. And it's always even more fun when you got a great product and a great team behind it.
That helps.
And that's what we do. One of the things that we like to pride ourselves on is with this QuickScan product as well. It's innovative, it's new, and it protects the dealer. But we also will give a free trial on it.
Oh, get
So
on the web.
any dealer that's at the NAAD show or even afterwards, we'll give a 60-day free trial on the product because we want you to be happy. We want to prove to people that our products work and we stand behind these types of products. So a dealer doesn't have an excuse not to try it, not to protect themselves, because they know that it's not going to, they're going to have no investment up front.
That's amazing. And I think that goes to speak to your company's vision as far as caring about the dealer first. I mean, you're giving some away.
Absolutely.
It's the car business. People don't do that.
Like I say, there's a lot of cost when you give something away free.
Yeah.
The setup and the time and and all of that training that we're doing for free.
Yeah.
Because we know in the end the dealers are going to like that and they're going to appreciate what it's doing for them as it expands their process and makes their process more efficient. Because we all know a good product is a good product, but if you don't build it into your process properly, it's not going to work.
So give me, if you could, give me a challenge that you see coming in our industry that you may just happen to kind of know about, be it at the forefront of where you're at. What do you think the next challenge is for an indie dealer?
I think the biggest challenge is data, right? We've got great software companies out there.
Yeah.
We're able to track and gather more information than we've ever been able to do. But the key thing is this: we hear a lot about AI technologies and things like that out there. But I always tell everybody, it doesn't matter what kind of technology you have if the data is bad. Bad data is going to produce bad information. And if we start these deals out and the process is out with bad information, then everything, it doesn't matter how good that software is, because all it's doing is repeating bad information that way. So what we like to do is we tell everybody, and we work on everybody, these dealers, with the process, getting accurate information. All right, and that's why the pre-qualified, utilizing credit-first technology or processes or compliance first, starting everything off with accurate information is going to make the process more accurate. It's going to make it faster, and it's going to make it a happier experience for the customer. And that's what we're really trying to do, is make this a happy experience. When we go out and buy a house, it's a much happier experience than buying a car. And we make buying a car so painful. So what we're trying to do at 700 Credit is make it just a happy experience. Creating the more information we know up front that's accurate, it saves time, it cuts right to the chase, and the consumer is going to appreciate that. And the dealer will eventually appreciate that because they know we're delivering a better process for them, not just a better price point on an individual product.
Right. I love it. And so real quick, last question, because as you know, we know every dealer in here, right? They love the data, they love the privacy, they love everything you're talking about, right? That all matters, right? Bob, how can you sell me my next car? What product that 700 Credit has can generate, that can be a lead generation tool, right? For a dealer to increase his ROI, get him the next car deal so he can feed his family.
Every dealer out there, whether you're small, medium, large, new, or existing, all right, every dealer should have on their website some type of lead generation web app. Okay? It is the #1 CTA, call to action, in the industry. It's not even close. All right? Everybody should have one of those, whether it's my product or somebody else's, and that's utilizing the pre-qualified soft pull product. Right? All they need is a name and address. There's a product out there that also just requires a phone number, but it makes it simple for the customer. They don't have to give up any personal information, and the customer knows instantly if they're pre-qualified or not, and the dealer gets the credit information up front without it damaging their score.
So it's a soft pull.
So it's a soft pull, and it generates leads. It works
right on the website.
Right on their website. All right, and it's just quick and easy. And again, what 700 Credit does is we offer a free trial, and I can guarantee
you. Stop giving stuff away.
It works though. That's the reason. Now our CFO hates it, but we know it works. But the beauty is this: after 30 days with the free trial, an independent dealer will know exactly whether this pencils for them or whether it doesn't. And sometimes, because some of the independent dealers are smaller and they haven't established, a Google presence yet online.
Correct, yeah.
And also, even if it does fail and it doesn't produce, now you know to go back to a Google and
Right.
create more activity on
Right.
your website so that you're generating more people to come, and now we get that web app back on there and it will work.
I love it, man.
Because it's simple, it's easy, it's quick, and again, it's not expensive for these guys,
Yeah.
but it does generate live credit.
And that's awesome. So you guys are covering dealers from compliance, privacy, security, data, making sure we have accurate data to start with, because that's where the whole journey starts today.
Everything
And by
starts
the
there.
way, I also have a tool that can help you sell more cars.
Absolutely.
Well, you're one of my favorite companies.
Oh,
I
we
love
love you
it.
too,
I
Shawn.
love it, man. No,
Yep.
thanks for being on here. And obviously, if anybody's got any questions, wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Very simple. They can go to 700Credit's.com.
Okay.
They can reach me on LinkedIn,
Okay.
Bob Lettis, Lettis.
Yep.
We're also here at NAADA, so look for our booth. We're right
here
over
right
by
now.
the registration.
Yep.
There. So we're out there everywhere.
Yeah,
And
you
as
guys
I say, 22,000 dealers are very, very happy with our
I didn't know it was that
services.
many. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, man.
All right, thank
Hey,
you,
one of
too.
my favorite guys. I really appreciate you being on here. Bob Lettis, 700 Credit. And if you need to get a hold of him, like you said, social, LinkedIn, these guys are great to work with. Go for real 216 approved. I don't know how else to put it. Thanks, Bobby.
All right,
I'll
bye-bye.
see you, brother. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Everyone Hates Car Salesman podcast. This is the part where I ask you to do something that's very easy, takes no time to do, but it really helps our podcast get found by more people. Please hit subscribe, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and share about it on your socials. And don't forget to tag me at GoatForReal216 so I can say thank you. And stay tuned for more stories from the automotive industry. We'll see you on the next one.